So basically, right as soon as I get rid of my car the following month, Mason buys a very similar Corvette. I'm not gonna lie, I'm a little jealous, and it is sweet, fully loaded, 3LT. I mean, he's got it to the max.
Yeah, you know, I'm pretty stoked. I was kind of looking for another car. You saw my C5 on the channel. You know, it was just getting to the point where there was too many things to deal with for a daily. It was misfiring real bad. It would never run right. The AC, like, I think it was because of the misfire, the AC wouldn't run while the car was idling. So while you're sitting at a red light, you just start cooking because you have to kill the AC, or like just keep pressing the gas to stop it from dying. There was just a lot of pains in the asses with it.
Well, look at the best part of this car. Check that thing out right there.
7-speed.
7-speed. Alright, we gotta get Mason's car washed. He didn't want to show it off in the video yet because it's dirty. He doesn't want to show all of the online world how dirty his car is. This is like Mason's 5th freaking coat that he's putting on this car.
Yeah.
I mean, bro, this thing should never get dirty again with how many coats it just received. Thank God we have backup.
Right. All right, now it's time for the best part of washing your car. You gotta go air dry it.
Okay, I was confused when he said air dry earlier because I thought that's what we were doing, but he meant air dry, air dry. Gotta love the Texas sun for the water spots.
Oh my God.
No way, a real Karen again.
Oh my God.
Oh my gosh, out in the wild. Part 2, man. I know, it is part 2. So this is the Lime Rock Green, named after the racetrack. Scott opened the door for me, thank you, sir. With the gray interior. So you got the 3LT, the leather, and the suede right here. 7-speed manual, and I think that's aftermarket. The Stingray plastic. Are you keeping that, Mason, or are you getting rid of it?
No, I don't like it. It kind of creaks and rustles.
Okay, so that'll be gone soon. The end of the year is still my goal. I will have another car. It probably will be one of these. I'm back and forth still. Viper, Corvette. I don't know yet, but I think if I do another Corvette, I'm gonna upgrade to the Z06, but man, this one's pretty sweet. Honestly, the gray interior looks really good in person. Online, Mason actually didn't like it, but once he got there and saw the gray interior in person, he bought the car on the spot. Isn't that right, Mason?
Oh yeah, well, I came back next week.
Okay, he came back next week. I mean, it's close enough to the same day. Dude, I'm so excited that you got a C7. Why'd you get a C7?
I really just wanted something that was newer and it had like some of the like nice things, you know. Dude, heated and cooled seats for a daily driver. Dude, freaking here in Texas, the cooled seats are so clutch.
We're almost twinning.
Yeah, dude.
This close.
Yeah,
this
and it would have been
close.
cool too because we both would have had like weird colors. Like
Yeah,
you
like
see 'em.
weird, rare colors.
Yeah.
That's all right. We will be
Let's
twinning.
get another one.
The end of the year.
Heck
I
yeah.
got a new job. I got a new job. I forgot to tell everybody. I'm a car salesman now at Toyota. So if you need a car, come see me.
Come see Clay.
Yes.
Dude, so a couple weird things I noticed, like just driving it a bunch was, one, I went online and I learned like from the looks of it, I think there's like the factory lowering bolts, and I think this one is sitting about as high as it can on the factory bolts. Because it's pretty tall. Like I almost don't even have to angle it much to get in and out of places. I've never scraped it just because of the height. Another thing, so this is kind of nerdy, but there's a thing called rev hang on these newer like electronic fuel injection manuals. So when you're in any mode except the track mode, like if you let off the gas quick, the throttle closes like slower than you let off the gas. So when you're going between gears, like cruising around, it just kind of like the RPM just hangs and like comes down slowly.
It's
Now,
kind of weird. I guess that's like a new car thing, right?
yeah, it's a new car thing, and it's kind of a long like nerdy thing, but it has to do with like emissions, because I guess when you open and close the throttle super quickly is like the moment that cars are at their worst from an emissions perspective. But I did read that you can get it tuned out, so
You plan on tuning it out?
I think I will get it tuned. And then also, like, I do kind of want to get an exhaust. The first like week I was like, oh, you know, it's like loud enough, and then I kind of was like, you know, it needs a little more balls. Honestly, I wouldn't mind if it was like the same as my other car. I felt like that was good, because you hear it, and when you're just cruising, you can kind of hear the engine, but it doesn't stop you from having conversations or listening to the radio. So I just kind of want to do some research and maybe see if I can see anyone at car meets and listen to theirs and get a good setup. You know, loud enough and give some more burbles and pops and stuff, but also doesn't kill the livability
Right.
like Justin's freaking BMW.
Yeah, Justin's BMW was awful. I mean, I'm sure y'all probably all heard the person in the BMW just who never leaves second gear, and they're going 50, 60 miles an hour down the road just so they can hear the pops. Well, that's our own friend Justin. And then we have Scott, the other BMW guy. So when are you going to get the Corvette and jump on the trend?
Hey, I don't know, but I think his car needs to sound like yours.
Your car needs to sound like mine.
What exhaust was it?
I had the Cook's long tube headers. I believe he said there was an X pipe on it, because I actually found the original owner. I did talk to him, and I think he said he had Borlas. Don't quote me. I'll have to double check, but
Yeah,
it
Borlas
was-
sound good.
Either way, it had the valves, so you can turn down and make it quiet enough.
Yeah, that's cool.
right.
It's a nice thing with that exhaust, the active exhaust.
And a little cam, little baby cam.
I always forget to do the parking brake. Like, I mean, I always leave it in gear.
Bro, that is so weird. I kind of forgot about that.
I always leave it
So,
in gear,
yeah.
of course, but like sometimes
That's
I'll
the
get
parking
in
brake right there.
and I'll just like, I'll take it out of gear and it just creeps just a little bit and I'm like, oh, the parking brake's off. Like, you know, like I just keep forgetting.
That is,
Because I was used to like,
yeah, that's kind of a weird thing to get used to on the newer cars, because I've always had old cars. Mason's always had old cars. We've never really had anything new until recently.
Yeah.
And then it's just like a click button and then it's in park. And especially on a stick, which mine was an automatic, that would be a little weird to do
Yeah.
like every time.
there's just like nothing there, you know?
To me personally, the C7 is one of my favorite Corvettes. Yeah, the C8s are cool, but you can't mod them like you can a C7. I feel like, I don't know, the C7's kind of the last original Corvette. Front engine, I mean,
Yeah.
stick.
The
like
stick
you
was the
got-
big thing to me. Like, I mean, so I looked, because there were some C8s that were just like, you know, 5 or 10,000 more than this one. But like for the earlier years and maybe like a little bit higher mile. But the thing was, like, I have a couple buddies with C8s and I think I could fit everything I needed to, because I do daily it. I do a video business, so I have like big giant camera bag and like lights and all kinds of crap I take around. I go to the gym every day, so I always have a gym bag in it, in addition to whatever other crap. It's just like the C5 it has this super huge trunk, and it was really clutch.
I mean,
You'd be
you can-
surprised
You
how-
can definitely fit some golf clubs and all your camera equipment.
Yeah, I
we
mean,
could fit a couple bodies back here, like honestly.
yeah. Well, I mean, honestly, aside from bringing people, like you'd be really surprised how usable this thing is. Like just every day. I've never really need to take more people, but I mean, I never run out of space for stuff. It doesn't do the worst on mileage, especially if you don't drive like an animal. The other big thing for me was just the stick, though. Like the C8 just does not come in a stick, and that's kind of, I don't know. I mean, if you're gonna have a sports car, like I kind of like having a stick.
Yeah, I definitely agree. Stick is mandatory, even though I went and got an automatic. But sometimes
Well,
we
it's
fall.
okay. You were given a chance to now get a stick.
Yeah, I do have the chance of getting a stick.
Oh, another cool thing is the roof. Did you see that?
Oh yeah, so he's actually got the glass top roof, and you can see through it. Now in the summertime, I do know, because from my C5 I had the same roof. It gets really hot. The sun will just beat right on in here, but it looks really good. It's pretty cool. Do you have the green roof too?
No.
Mine only came with one roof too, because it
Yeah.
was stolen. But
Yeah, they should have broken in and got the other one.
I know, right? What assholes. All right, and just for reference, here it is. So it looks pretty cool during the day, but when it's sitting, the sun comes right through, so it can get a little warm in here. Well, that wraps it up for today. Mason, thanks for bringing out your car and letting me do a video with it. Bro, it's sweet. I love it, and I will be matching him very soon. So anyways, I'm going to be trying to pick up the videos again with my new job. I've just been working a crap ton of hours, but I'm going to be picking up the videos and more cars, so we'll see you on the next one.